My volume was not even turned on. Shake my head. my volume wasn't even turned on. How you guys doing? Sorry. That was like the second time that shit happened. No, third time. Third time. My bad. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Oh, there's another one. What they got here? So own. One's fast. Yeah, my bad, guys. I have a bad habit of doing that, to where like I would be talking and I'd be like, "Hey, they can hear me," and then it turns out they can't hear me, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" I haven't started Asphalt 9 yet, honestly. Even though I downloaded it, I've got years invested in Asphalt 8, and even though I took you fucked up, Nico. Shake my head. Why are you doing this to me? You been grinding Fortnite? You sound desperate. No, I'm joking. That sucked, man. I figured. I just been working on my YouTube, and I've been growing slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. You know, sometimes, like, I feel like the one takeaway from Asphalt 9 is the fact that there's an energy system. If there wasn't an energy system, then I would assume that people would try more of it. But unfortunately, that's not really the case. I mean, if Asphalt 9 didn't have an energy system and it was like Asphalt 8, then yeah, most likely people would you know, take their time playing it, of course. Like me, I only play it because like I already got the season pass for like Asphalt 8, and I completed most of the stuff. I'm like level 63 or some shit. But you know, I heard some stuff about like them, you know, adding some form of a system to where it's reasonable, because they already had like a lot of other stuff in there too. I mean, I enjoy the game. I've made it relatively far in the game. Ah, shit. I fucked up. That's not a good time. Not a good time. I've been grinding Marvel Future Rev. Yeah, same. I'm almost close to getting all 4 pieces, so I'm thinking if if I have a chance, because the acceleration for this one is a little bit better. So I'm thinking if the acceleration is a little bit better, that there's a slight chance that I would be able to, because this one's 268. All right, so change of plan. It's gonna be the challenger, yeah. And then what I'm gonna do is the nitro capacity has to be max. We're gonna have to work on that too. Yeah, that one's good. That one's good. I see you've been working on that thing I told you about. Keep it up. You're getting better. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot that, you know, people are taking notice of me introducing a different way to my YouTube channel. One of the things that I really click your heels. There's no place like home. Hey, don't use that whack ass code on me. What the hell's going on here? What stream you think this is? I'm joking. Freaking Wizard of Oz references. But no, but you know, it takes time implementing the right things. And I have sat there and I have scripted some of my words. I even have a program that scripts most of my words. So in case I have any common errors, they could be adjusted or corrected at that particular moment in time. Which I'm happy about, because usually it would take a lot of time to do that. So the infrastructure obviously stays strong, and maybe I can learn from the situation. And I need to do that because the thing is, I've been working hard with a series that I'm gonna be creating very soon, next month, called How I Appreciate. And basically, the surprise for that particular, well, it's not a surprise, but the implement for that series, or the whole model, is what we appreciate from older games. And I'm basically gonna be reviewing them and, you know, giving a different spotlight to my channel other than it just being one of those playthrough channels. So careful, there's only one Wizard of Oz. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're probably one of those people, and I would probably give it to you. Hey, listen, if you're gonna be doing some wacky stuff, just let me know. Don't, you know, don't be a bother. It's like, I want you to understand that you're crazy. I'm joking. Yeah, so it's been a long journey. It's going to be a long journey, but I'm looking forward to it because, you know, yeah, you're a bot, but you're my bot. You're my bot. You know, I appreciate you. You're not a bad bot. You're good. You're good. All right, so the only problem with this car is that because it's heavier, it's gonna take time for it to accelerate. But I may. Could you get the fuck out of the way? Thank you. All right, all that time lost. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, the handling is just poor on this car. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna be doing, and I think that it's gonna be awesome because I was actually waiting to do a series like this before, but with a series and this much responsibility, I'm going to have to, you know, take my time with it. Meaning the videos are probably gonna be like, you're gonna have to take some time, you know, because I want it. I have bad OCD, so I don't like looking at videos that are like completely terrible. And the speeches obviously have to be a little bit more professional, because as you can tell, I haven't really, you know, I've been focusing, of course, but I need to get better at it. As opposed to the thumbnails not a problem, but the and the and all those other things, they bother me when I hear myself back again. So maybe probably just work on a couple of speeches, see where it goes from there. Maybe things will probably get better. Who knows? I will never eat a Boston cream donut again. I stopped eating creamy donuts after watching Van Wilder. That was the best scene in the movie. What are you talking about? That was like literally the best scene in the movie. When he creamed the donut. When he creamed the donut, that shit was so funny. The guy was like, damn, this is pretty good. Your grandma made it? Oh my god, dude, that was like the best scene ever. He literally, oh man, that scene is spot on, man. That's a spot on movie. He regurgitated. He started saying to his friends, "Oh, you know, like it's a little creepy inside." I was like, "What?" View at your own risk, dude. Van Wilder is a great movie. That was way before Ryan Reynolds actually got that role for being Deadpool. Exactly. Maybe I get the jump. Okay. You see, the problem with Asphalt 9 is there are a lot of things that you need to like. There's a lot of things you need to implement. For For example, you know, with this constant like nitrous consumption thing, the currency consumption, like all these things really do matter because, you know, they make you into a better driver. I had to learn that the hard way. You're gonna do things for science purposes? Hey, good luck. Hope you enjoy it. I don't know why the hell you would want to do that at this particular hour, but okay. We can go with that. He's lying. He's gonna watch the link. That's not true. You mean she's lying? She's lying. You mean because it's a she. Curly. Curly is a she. Nice, top 40. Okay. Well, there's still room for improvement there. I think that, you know, maybe in time I'll probably be able to improve. But let's check out my B class. 15 days left for that one. So B class. What they want me to beat it with a Nissan Nismo? I think it's better if I go back to that event. Wait, I get a free ticket though. What am I talking about? Okay, I'll do that 2 more times and see if I can better the time, and then yeah. Nice. Close. Well, the thing is, I don't think Curly takes offense to it because she normally watches stuff like that. So, I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Could be worse. She could be interested in a lot of other things that I don't really care about. You know, truth be told, I've been friends with people for a long time, to the point where they would tell me things and I would immediately start ignoring them. Just not because they told me, but because you know, part of it is like I already know that you watch that. And you know, you can't really knock people off for watching certain things, you know, because like, you know, people got their own, you know, interests in other areas, so you can't really knock them off for whatever they like, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, somebody could like watching, I don't know, people watch a lot of funky things, you know. I didn't mean to kill you like that, but okay. I can't fix that time. Is this Kansas? So many tornadoes. I don't think so. I just think that tornadoes just happen in southern regions. Position 207. Gotta find what's gonna bring me into that top bracket. You know, you would think because Curly is at a particular age, she wouldn't know about those things, but the truth of the matter is that she does. So that's kind of what's funny about it. I can't do this event because I don't even have the stuff for it. So stupid. Hey, whatever floats your root beer. I mean, if that's what you really want to do, then cool. You know? All right, it's time to start out these runs with my the LaFerrari. No, I think Lamborghini, and then we're gonna start out with the beast itself, the SC18. That's what we're gonna start it out with. I said, you know about a lot of like R-rated things, various things that people probably would look at you different. I don't know. I don't care what you. That's the thing. I said this before, but I don't care what people are interested in, or what they're into. Not what they're interested in. Sorry. I just think that there's just too much to worry about, you know, in this world, and people got like their own king. Oh, short waist. Nah, Curly's like, she's 1 year older than me. I think 1 or 2 years older than me. But I mean, we know the same movies. It's kind of like we get along just fine because Curly, every movie that I've watched, Curly has watched, 80s, 90s. It's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. Unless you don't like those movies. That is. I've been watching. I think when I got introduced to films, it was basically Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is what introduced me into that whole field of, you know, horror. Damn. My first film of watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre was amazing. See, that would have never happened if I was in a Lamborghini. Actually, that's not true because I could do it in that car. It's just I didn't do the stunts properly. Wow. And I forgot to night. Knowledge is everything. If I had one wish, I would be what Solomon asked for. Which is what? You'd be a monk? A bald one? A naked one? I guess it just really depends, right? You'd be a bald, naked monk. It's one way to illustrate your life, right? Should have happened before. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie was phenomenal. It was one of those movies to where it's like you wanted those people to die. That's it. It sounds kind of fucked up though, but you know, it's almost like you wanted those people to die. Personally. Oh, dude, did you know Rob Zombie made his own Halloween? Yeah, I do. I know about that. Pretty impressive, if you ask me. I mean, I've watched it, and don't get me wrong, I still believe that that's probably the best Halloween movie that I've watched so far, besides the original. I can't, and I refuse to like newer Texas Chainsaw Massacre films because I think that they're pretty niche. An ad in a game? Yeah. It's to help you get more credits, which is why they made it a bit easier for people to earn credits. But yeah, that simplifies a lot of things, you know. When it comes down to it, certain directors just know what to do. Rocky Horror's favorite? See, I'm not very picky when it comes to films, but it's just when it comes down to Texas Chainsaw, that's a different story, you know. It's something about those films, you know. You can't really replace the value. You can't replace that value because it's hard to replace that value. You know that there's certain values within horror movies that you just cannot replace, and that's one of them. You can't do that, you know? It's hard. It's already hard enough as it is to actually like certain movies. It's bad enough I don't watch that many movies as I did before. That's how you met your girlfriend years ago? Horror movies has a weird way of bringing people together too. You be attracting the most interesting individuals. For example, uh, years ago, I attracted some women that had all tattoos, but she was gothic. She was some goth chick, and yeah, she was definitely into those films, but she was also into a lot of other things I don't think were very legal either, which is why I had to stay away, because there's a fine limit between movies and the way they're done versus the way people do it in real life. I mean, you draw that barrier and it's a problem, or you pass that barrier, it's a problem. They didn't like horror movies because your exes are a bunch of cowards. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, maybe, that genre, not everybody has it in them to watch those particular movies. Not saying that, it takes a special type of person to watch it, but uh, you know, it's just when it comes down to it, you would have to be that person to say to yourself, okay, I can watch, especially for the first time watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre and watching Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th and whatnot. Those films caught me off guard wildly. Um, because those films back in that particular time were very, very abstract, and I crashed. Wow, never thought I'd see the day. Did I finish both of them at least? It's just hard. It's hard for certain people to find interest in that because, some people just don't have it in them to watch films like that because maybe they're not used to it. Maybe they never really got used to that particular genre. I think I should stop doing that because that's been a problem of mine. That's a problem of mine. I would literally just, in this, I gotta remember not to come here. I see these mistakes and I try not to do them in multiplayer because it slows my car down. I guess it just really depends, You have to have a certain feel for movies. For example, when I was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the remake, and I was in the movie theaters with some girl that I was seeing, she was wildly into that film to the point that she looked over to me with the buttery popcorn and she turned over to me and said, I'm very horny right now, not because of the popcorn, but because this movie's turning me on. I'm like, and I looked the other way and I continued to eat the Skittles because I don't know if that popcorn was contaminated. I was deeply unaware that the popcorn might have been contaminated. So, Me and my mom used to watch movies growing up. Yeah, I only had that luxury with my father. Me and my father used to watch a lot of the older films. I mean, she was pretty hot at the time. Don't get me wrong. I mean, she was pretty good looking, but not worth me dying over. I think that it's fair to say that, I didn't deserve to die, at least not at that time. I hate how it does that. You know, I'm very self-aware about these things. Slowing me down and whatnot. This guy's definitely a special breed. see, the cops in this game make no sense. They have invincible frames, like a fighting game. Look at this, except when you crash into invincible frames and shit. I gotta stop going this way. Wait a minute. And then stop my car like that. No, I'm just saying, you know, I don't have anything against people who tell me these things, their interest with movies, but my problem mainly is the fact of if you're touching food a certain way, that's when I have an issue. What do you mean? You need to be specific about that. Wait, you could send links here? Yeah, if it's allowed. I'm pretty sure the moderation in chat is not that bad. The rank is just going to keep increasing, so I think that it's fair to say that I should use my Lamborghini. K-pop playlist? No, I'm good, thank you. I had a cheeseburger with fries before, and I'm not trying to throw up, so thank you and no thank you at the same time. I think we came into that conclusion before. I don't care for you listening to it, but at the same time, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go through that pain, you know. K-pop playlist is, you know, similar or probably the same as very spoiled and bad milk. Some shit that's like completely out of date and whatnot, at least in my personal opinion. That's maybe some people feel different about it, but I don't have nothing against people who listen to that type of music. However, I don't listen to that music. So. Hey, you could go and be like, K-pop fans, let's come together and do all this wacky stuff, but I'm just not interested in that stuff, sadly. Where do I donate? You donate, you go to the bottom of the description of the video or this particular stream. In the description, there's a link for Streamlabs and CashApp, but I would recommend doing Streamlabs instead. As long as that shit doesn't get me in trouble. That's as far as it goes. You've crossed the line, and I wish that you didn't do this. You have crossed the line. Yeah, if you go to the description, you would see that, you know, you can be able to donate. The rank for the Italian thing keeps getting higher and higher. Almost kind of odd. I mean, it depends on what you're Googling, that is. Maybe you probably Google something that is a bit less invigorating. Man, they fell off the track. I don't even know what to say about that. Yeah, but it's as I said before, you know, you can have interest in so many different fields. But What brain was gonna link? What brain was gonna link about something about type O? Is he referring to diabetes? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's referring to. He would have to let me know because I don't know what he was referring to. He's like, where do I donate? Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I'm assuming he's talking about blood types. Maybe that's what he's talking about. I'm not sure. I don't know. Some people confuse me with their lingo sometimes. I heard from a little birdie as well too, Curly, that we might be receiving Need for Speed Mobile a bit early this year. So I'm thinking probably sometime in August. And that's the earliest that I can think about right now. But I have a fear that I might be Rock Band. Oh. It's a band? I wonder why he asked to donate. I mean, I don't know why he asked to donate. I mean, even if he does, I mean, I think it would be pretty useful, but dude, you just had to mess everything up. Well, thank you. Not a lot of people see me like that. In fact, I think that a lot of people tend to think I'm a dickhead. So, to a certain degree. But if you ever did wanted to donate, all you would have to do is look at the description. Or if you want me to make it a bit simpler for you, I could just go to the description right now and pull it for you. But it's not necessary, although it really does help, but it's not extremely necessary. Because I remember the last time. Because I remember the last time somebody donated $1 and it's like, be grateful I even gave you $1. And I'm just looking at him like, thanks for the $1 and fuck off. That's exactly what I said. Just because I was like, you know, there's people struggling out and you over here trying to give a streamer $1 and stuff like that. Like, bro, the entertainment purposes of mad free. Hi, JK. That shit was very cringy. At least in my eyes, it was. Stumble Guys makes you angry? That's good. I'm joking. I'm joking. You know, I have never played Stumble Guys at all. I think this is my first time ever hearing that shit, to be honest. I have never ever played Stumble Guys. The game looks the same. It's the same shit. it's literally the same shit. Can't be any different. I think that was a very fucked up jump, and I should never took that the way I took it. I just think it's really fucked up how they do people in Stumble Guys in comparison to Fall Guys. They grab onto each other. Are you playing that game by yourself or something? I should have took the other way. I don't know why I did that. Unless I actually got with a group of people, because I'm not gonna lie, playing Apex kind of, you know, there's certain limitations there, you know. I just don't really feel sometimes playing Apex is, well, I get in the mood to play Apex sometimes, and then so other times I just don't. I feel sometimes it kind of drains me a little bit. Can't hold people on here, just push them. So you get pushed. That's actually hilarious. That means they get to push you off the ledge. So you're like one of those guys that you're just a floating jelly bean, and then you got all these guys pushing you off the edge. It's really hilarious, actually. I just think that game is. I thought that game was dead personally. I thought that whole. I thought that whole freaking Fall Guy stuff was pretty dead. Cause I'm not gonna lie, there was a guy. I don't really recall his name, but he was talking about how, you know, Fall Guys had a high peak, and then all of a sudden, it just died rapidly. And I honestly believe it, because a lot of people really did hype that game up to be very fun. But it was very annoying, actually. That game was really annoying. I was that black Goku jelly bean, or whatever the hell it is. And I was just pushing people because I didn't know what the hell to do. Remember those times? Me, Shiz, Dexter. We were freaking playing that game, and it was totally frustrating. I don't really remember who else was actually playing with us at the time, but it was a very frustrating ass game. The game was a bit too frustrating, that is. Because there would be assholes waiting at the end of the finish line, and their only malpractice is to push you off the ledge so you don't make it. That's such a crappy experience. Yeah, like trolls just super jumping in the game too, you know? Such a shitty experience. And then now stumble guys. Such a very wacky experience, I'll tell you. What's this? Apparently I still gotta be watching. But yeah, I've been kind of just waiting until certain newer mobile games have come out. I've been playing a lot of underrated ones actually. Dynasty Legends 2 happens to be one of those particular games that actually is very interesting. Maybe it's probably because I'm a Dynasty Warriors addict and I love playing those type of games, but still. I actually enjoy that game so much. Oh crap. Oh. I don't know how I made it. That was weird. They're not gonna beat me, so might as well just... This is the way to go. What the hell? Is that part of like the song? Or am I just confused? I don't know if that's just part of the song. What was that? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate it. Oh my god. It probably took him forever to figure it out. He's like, God damn it, why is it not working? The porn runs faster than this. I'm joking. Thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. I haven't really received things through stream like that in a while, so I appreciate it. If you're even still here, that is. But thank you. I appreciate it. What a nice fellow. A really nice one. Hopefully Trovo, because this is like the last month, but hopefully like that other stench of the money comes tomorrow and I could be able to send it to my bank. But yeah, Brain, thank you. I appreciate you. If you're still here, thank you so much for the $10. Appreciate that. Hopefully in the near future, maybe we can probably get together and use that same $10 to try to sneak into a porn flick, and I could use that same $10 to buy you popcorn. Not the greasy type, of course, because, you know, that's just heavily suspicious. To a certain extent, that is. Oh my god, hold on. Hey Kerr, how you doing, man? How's everything? My headphones is messed up. Shut up over there. I'm joking. How you doing, Kerr? How's everything? How you doing today, man? So what's that type O thing you're talking about? Is it a song from a band? Or am I like completely confused? Dude, I made that joke to somebody before and they got so mad at me for some reason. Yo, SP, what's good? How you doing, man? How's everything? Thanks for stopping by. Connecting to the server. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I own a group of fleets and have a Discord as well. I stated that I'm just learning to stream and etc. Really? How long ago did you started your XXX channel? And what I mean by that is because I know that you don't stream on YouTube. You probably stream somewhere on Pornhub. You're probably one of those guys that stream Apex on Pornhub. Which is cool too. I mean, you can still get views. You're boning chicks? Is that the reason why you said that you were going clubbing yesterday? If I have to redo this race, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna reset this game. It has a habit of doing that. Why does your PC have low graphics on Asphalt 9? What do you mean? In terms of my graphics? Oh, yeah, it showcased that I didn't finish the race, right? Yep, knew it. You got a Discord? Yes, I do. I do, it's private. So the reason why you see that the game is in low graphics is because apparently this is not low graphics. This is actually on medium. So look, because it's the only way I can showcase this stuff. So basically, the reason why I put it on medium and I took the, well, maybe it's probably because I don't have this option on. Maybe I should apply it. I put it on medium because every time I run it on high, it force closes the game on Windows. That's why. I have a problem with this game force closing on me. So when this game force closes on me, I don't know why it does that, personally. I'll invite you to mine. Nice. I'll give you my Discord tag and then we can get together and we can probably do something very illegal. So, here you go. You was drunk? You can't even say JK. If you were really drunk, then that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you for you being drunk. Who am I? I'm not your parents. You're a grown man. You can make your own decisions. What are you saying JK for? I know you did it. I have a trash PC. Is it Windows 11? No, it's not. I don't run Windows 11 because Windows 11 is completely terrible. Statistically speaking, and from a, how can I put this? From a design standpoint as well too, because by design, Windows 11 is still in beta. It's very self-explanatory that that shit is in beta. So it's really sad to see that. I subbed. Tata, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Windows 10 Home is a lot better. Windows 11 is quite frightening to have. I don't know why they try to introduce that. Because I'm going to tell you what the problem was. When I had Windows 11, you know, when my PC got messed up the second time. And what I mean by that is I had to reformat everything. And basically Windows 11 played Asphalt 9 very well. The only problem is that it kept force closing, and on top of that, it shut off my PC as well too. Very unusual things. But yeah, enough about me. What's going on? Everything's been fine, man. I just been, you know, working on my YouTube, trying to, you know, get the subs and the views up. We're already at 2.1 10K watch hours. So we'll be getting it by next month, and hopefully this channel will be partnered very soon. But you know, slowly but surely just getting there and learning as I go. I have a series that I'm actually going to do. It's going to be called the How I Appreciate Retro Game series that I'm going to be implementing next month. Um, and that's about it. I mean, you know, oh yeah, and I'm probably going to hear back news about the 2 jobs I went to for the interview process Monday and Tuesday. So that's hopefully I get that. It's so slow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've only started back on YouTube since last month, the 24th. So I think that I'm doing relatively good, and I have to thank and appreciate Sophia from Asphalt for giving me the content creator program for Asphalt 8. I've been seeing a bit of a difference. I mean, obviously I would want more to be improved, but over time it will happen. Windows 10 Pro is the best. It's optimized for gaming and etc. Yeah, it is. It runs Asphalt 9 very well, and every other game, just because of the fact that it's stabilized. Windows 11 isn't stabilized. I don't like how companies have it manually set up to where Windows 11 is on laptops, when in all due reality, it shouldn't be. At least in my eyes, it shouldn't be. You know, Windows 11 is pretty weird, you know? At least in my eyes, it's pretty weird. I never really understand why people wanted Windows 11 and think it's great, unless they might be blind. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's probably the case, but it's a very slow running operating system, at least in beta. Anna helped me years ago, and I love the support. Yeah, she's very her and Sophia are very nice. She's helped me through a couple of different things that I had trouble with, and she has been very nice to me. So that's as much as I can honestly say. Although I haven't really spoken about this very freely because I think that it was bothering me the entire time, but there are certain content creators in the CCP that they don't want to collaborate with me for some strange reason. Now maybe they just need to get time to know me. Maybe it's only been a short time, and maybe probably if they get more time to know me, or at least time passes, maybe they'll probably, you know, change their mind or whatever. But yeah, they definitely don't take an interest to me, at least to that extent. It was meant to help cores like mine, the 3900 12 core. Yeah, well, I figured that because, to be honest with you, Windows 11 just seems like something that, you know, shouldn't be in laptops. That seems like more of an AMD type of ordeal, or at least something for a strong processor. I mean, that seems quite odd for people to have that. Yeah, my interaction with viewers isn't the problem. I think it's literally finding the right tags, the right thumbnails. I mean, the tag situation is not hard. I've already understood it, but I gotta kind of work it to a favor, I guess, to a certain extent. That's the only thing I have trouble with. Oh yeah, by the way, Kurt, Brownie is plat 1 right now, so he's close to diamond. I'm sorry that it has taken so long to get him there, but the games actually ran pretty smooth, and you know, why didn't I get that bottle? I think to a certain extent, like, people are very helpful to that degree. Maybe people just need to get time to know. Well, they need to have time to get to know me, because I don't know. Maybe I just was rushing the process a little bit, and maybe that's probably my fault. Because I'm not gonna lie, you know, people like Gaming Site, James, and all these other content creators for Asphalt, they've been very nice to me. It's just some of the others that haven't really been like that to me, but I'll probably give it more time. Yeah, some dedicated Asphalt 8 players. They also complain a lot about, you know, PvP. And you know, it's their God-given choice to do so. Because at the end of the day, I mean, they can if they want to. It's just weird because, you know, if you didn't like the game so much, maybe you should have just stopped playing. I don't know. Same way you come in, it's the same way you go out. Yeah, we all really have to start somewhere. I do agree with that. I also feel that when it comes down to playing Asphalt 8 and 9, I don't know, like, here's my thing. People, they're not really too much of a big fan of Asphalt 9. And I know why. Those prices are somewhat outrageous to an extent, and I get it. You know, I get it. But what changed my mind about it was when I looked at Among's video, and I looked at Asphalt 8-9's video, and I was kind of just scrolling through and looking at some of the techniques to learn about Asphalt 9. I mean, I'm still getting there, but you know, it's probably gonna take some time. But Asphalt 9 is not a bad game. It just doesn't need the energy system. By giving people, by removing those limits, will aid people to wanting to play more. Because the prices, if I think about it logically, the prices in A9 are outrageous. But the prices in I think I'm gonna mess up. Yeah. The prices in every other mobile game is outrageous too. So I mean, what's the argument there? You know, Asphalt 9 is a racing game, and I don't feel that racing games should be having price pools like that. At least to an extent to where, you know, they obviously have all this marketing practice behind it. Because I don't know, I come from a time to where racing games, all you were buying was the game and the DLC. So I understand where people are coming from. But at the same time, it's like you can adapt to becoming a free-to-play player. I mean, I'm a part of a team on Asphalt 9 that has a bunch of free-to-play players, and they have way more vehicles than I do because they played longer than I have. That's nice. If you want, we play tomorrow Apex and stream. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if you're available, then that would be right. I mean, I'm sorry that I haven't really been playing Apex with you for the last couple of days. I mean, even Brownie, I only played with Brownie for like 2 hours. And he'll leave. And then after that, I'm just like, I'm done for tonight. But he wanted to get Diamond. I wish he had made that fucking decision before. Stalling mad time and shit. Anyways. You get excited winning on Stumble Guys for some reason. But yeah, that's just me. I mean, I don't have nothing against people who, love Asphalt 9. I mean, Asphalt 9 obviously is one of those games to where it's esports worthy, but I could see why people draw away from it. But the way I think about things, at least in now, is this is kind of the era we live in, right? Where everything has a price to it. So you either find a way around it or you just don't play the game at all. And I think I found a way around it where I can actually really enjoy the game, kind of how I did with Asphalt 8. Because at a certain particular time, Asphalt 8, as it was getting better, the vehicles were becoming a little bit more expensive. And, sometimes I can tell it's probably hard for people. Maybe people just cannot afford it, you know. But it is a business, so what can I say? I mean, I'm not gonna defend it either. Like, I'm sorry, but I think that's another thing too. I can't defend something like that because I'm totally against things like that. So I can't really sit there and defend it because it'd be dumb. I don't have money to afford those things. I don't have money to afford the card packs and everything of that nature. So it'd be dumb for me to defend it. But I do get where people are coming from. I hope in the near future, Game Loft decides to, at least for the 10th anniversary of Asphalt 8, they turn around and be like, all right, well, maybe we should fix Asphalt 9 as well too, and then they remove that energy system. Hell yeah, motherfuckers cheat me out of the game. It's mine, dude. I haven't played in 3 days. I see. That's the reason why I took a break from Star Trek Online. Is Star Trek Online pay to win? Not really sure if that's really the case. I listened to enough music, and I think it's time for me to listen to my silence. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but I everything in all games are expensive. Yeah, and that's why, in my personal opinion, the argument of transactions in the game is not even a true argument because, long story short, and this is just my personal opinion. Hola, how are you? Um, this is just my personal opinion, but the argument is no longer an argument anymore because people are already self-aware about certain games having price tags on them. So why would you go and try to regurgitate that same function to get making sure people are self-aware, basically, when in all the reality everybody's self-aware on prices in games and how they have been obscured, overpriced throughout this particular time. So you can't sit there and say this is overpriced and this is the worst I've ever seen, because that isn't the worst you've ever seen. There's complications everywhere, no matter what game you're playing, no matter what genre it is. So that excuse of playing asphalt games and then saying that the prices are outrageous is kind of an obscured statement, and it's also an irrelevant uh, argument to make because there's so many different games out there that do that shit. Um, if that was the targeted appeal to that, right? It's not just the prices that make people feel that way. It's just the overall uh base play of Asphalt 9. And you know what? It's not even that bad either because, in my personal opinion, I think that Asphalt 9 is a totally different racer compared to Asphalt 8 anyways, and that's the reason why I play it. Because Asphalt 8, it's kind of Like you know how to be able to balance certain things out, right? Because you know you don't lose speed over turning to a certain extent. You kind of maintain speed. In Asphalt 9, you need to be very wary about what you do with your car. That's why it's good to maximize it to the furthest degree, or at least max vehicles out, because it goes a long way. I guess there is a lesser of two evils depending on which one you've invested in, honestly. Yeah, it's true. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I used to be a WoW player, right? I used to be a WoW player. I used to play World of Warcraft and whatnot, right? I love that game to death. But my problem was is that it got to a particular point to where it became way too expensive, and I stopped playing that particular game. So yeah, it's more like Need for Speed. Well, you see, that's what I also fear too. Is I think that when it really comes down to it, Need for Speed is probably gonna go down that same trench when it comes out too, because Need for Speed Mobile was stated to release after the summer. So I'm assuming, and this is probably just me, but I'm assuming that if that's really the case, and it is going to release during the summer or after the summer, and it does have those transactions in the game, it's only going to make it worse. It's just only going to make it worse. And what I mean by that is there would have to be something in the game that I haven't really seen before, because that's the only reason why I would invest my money in. Otherwise, I feel like it's a complete waste and a scam as well too. I don't know why this car moves like that. Oh my god, almost died. Wait a minute. Why can I restart? Never mind. No, in the case, really, that's kind of the thing here, is that when it comes down to it. But I'm glad that certain people understand where I'm coming from. Because normally when I talk about that, they'd be like, yeah, but this and that and blah 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 and blah 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 blah, and it's a fucking butt simulator. No pun intended, but it's literally a butt simulator because it's you're always trying to regurgitate the same argument, and that argument has been strayed long enough, at least. It's not even a type of argument you can probably have with one person and then think that, it's okay to have with some people who have a brain. I mean, I'm not even saying that to even be rude. I mean, if you're aware of it, you should know. But yeah. But either way, I mean, if I must be completely honest, I do enjoy Asphalt games. I do. I mostly enjoy Asphalt 8 because I spend the most time with it. Had it not been for actually, let me rephrase that. Had it not been for Asphalt on PSP, I would have never played an Asphalt game to begin with. So I gotta correct myself when I say that. Because had it not been for Asphalt on PSP and even in the earlier own development days, I probably would have never played Asphalt. And what got me into Asphalt at a certain time religiously was Asphalt 7. I think, in my personal opinion, as well as 6 was, Asphalt 7 was probably one of the only particular games that I fell in love with. And I think that that game is slept on. I should really continue that playthrough. But Asphalt 7 is completely slept on. It is a completely slept on game. The game was very, very good. The multiplayer was not bad at all. I think Asphalt 7 was clearly a gem, in my personal opinion. That game was clearly a gem. Part of the reason, yeah, Gran Turismo as well too. I mean, I am a big Gran Turismo fan. I love the franchise as well too.
Why is Green
I
Mountain
love
Coffee
that
Roasters
game
brew
as
over
well
ice
too.
so refreshingly delicious? Is it that cafe quality goodness that's specially crafted to enjoy over ice? Wait, why do my thoughts sound like a commercial? Maybe I should just relax.
That woman talks too much. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's kind of rude. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Did you just hold up 1 second? There will be others that can relate to you. I'm just glad that somebody actually appreciates Gran Turismo. You know how hard it is to find somebody that actually appreciates that game? Nobody even not none of the people that I talk to in the Asphalt community even know what that game is. That's how you know they started racing very late. And that's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It just means they started gaming late. But I'm saying when I mention Gran Turismo 1 and 2 and 3, it's kind of like I'm mentioning a song from the 50s to them, even though I quite wasn't born in the 50s or whatever. But yeah, he's dead, and he's dead too. But yeah, it's kind of like mythology in a way. In a sense, it's kind of like mythology. But you know, Gran Turismo is a fucking franchise. You know, Gran Turismo is a franchise. That franchise is amazing until Gran Turismo 7. That is. I think Gran Turismo 7 is what really ruined that game or that franchise. It wasn't man, you know, it really sucks because I don't even like saying this stuff. But let me see where my clan is at or my club. I gotta see. I don't even like saying this because I think it's quite rude for me to say. But oh, it's time to attack. Where we at right now? But I think it's quite rude to say this because you know at some given point, uh, I uh I feel that it's it's one of those things to where I'm quite ashamed, you know, that they did not try to deliver. Your street was not needed. Okay. What about this? So they said Second Street, but I don't know if. Okay, so what about this one? It's not needed. Okay. I'm gonna attack that dude. And he's in a what again? Hold up, let me see. What's his level? 27? Oh, let me do me a solid. I don't even know if I have, because I already have cars assigned to that. That's the problem. I don't even think I can. He has a seat. He maxed it out. He maxed it out. It's like Metallica playing country music. That's funny. It's quite funny. They got this whole thing taken care of. We got 3 days to conquer it. I don't know. We're doing a good job so far. So he's in a 14. Okay. So let me just pull out. I don't want to waste it, but where is no? I don't have any heavy hitters for this one, but this will be enough. Hi, Andre. Yeah, I just think Gran Turismo 7 had a bad an unfortunate series of events. And the only reason why I say that is because when it comes down to it, it died a terrible death. Is the best way I can put it. It died a terrible death because Gran Turismo 7 did the one thing that Gran Turismo Sport couldn't do in its earlier stages, but they updated the game and fucked it up completely. And I don't understand why they did it. I kind of don't get it personally. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Andre. I hope all is well with you. I hope you had a good weekend. I didn't beat him. I didn't beat him. I gotta pull out a better car. I gotta pull out a better car. You know what I'm gonna do? Uh, the Porsche. Perfect. Should have done that. Streamlabs is laggier. Streamlabs is easier, but it requires more CPU usage. So if you're willing to accept that Streamlabs requires more CPU usage, then maybe you could use that instead. But I would recommend OBS Studios because it's a little bit easier to use when you get the hang of it. I don't know why it does that. Like, why do you create a jump like that? All right, that just got me irritated. Just got me. Hello, how are you? And the only reason why I say that it's a lot easier to maintain is because when it comes down to it, Streamlabs OBS is hungry. Streamlabs OBS is hungry. I can't fuck up. I'm level 10. Can I join your club? It's not my club, but I can ask if you want me to. Hold up. Let me go ask. Because we're in a clash right now, so it's clash season. And I don't where are we? And we're not even breaking that. It's kind of crazy. We're not even breaking that. I need to see how many people are in the club. It's 20 members. So yeah, Streamlabs is easier, but OBS has more features than Streamlabs. And what Nick says that it uses your PC hardware more. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but I hope Rose is good with you. I hope that she stopped biting your fucking finger. Hopefully she learns, unless you want to call me up, Andre, in the middle of the night, and I can go handle that problem for you. I'll put Rose. I'll tie Rose to a chair and have her watch the worst, the worst portal mankind has ever delivered. I'm joking. Yeah, and I'm hoping everything's good with you, man. Hafam, that's how you spell your name. So we're full in members, but if you want, I can ask him right now. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just asked them to if I can invite you to the club. So he needs to give me word back and then I'll let you know. She stopped a little bit of biting. So I teaching her. Yeah, man. I mean, it is gonna take some time, man. I'm gonna fuck this guy up because there's no way he should be beating me. What was this, River Park? You still didn't accept my Discord? What do you mean? I did. It says I accepted your friend request. Look. So that way you know. Here you go. Um, I feel like sometimes I. All right. No, that's good, man. It's a work in progress. She's learning, and that's literally all that matters. And that's all you could literally do, man. I mean, I hope that considerably she does learn and she stops fucking doing that shit. I'm gonna attack this fucking place. Acceleration. But she got heavy. The game is currently being synchronized with the server. What is that even supposed to mean? Um, just invited you to my music channel. Why didn't I get it? Oh, there it is. I got it. I'm in there. Hey, you got a nice fucking server. No, I'm joking. Uh, I'm kidding. No, but it is good, man. It's progress. It's progress, and I feel like it is gonna take her some time to not do those particular things. But eventually she just won't do that stuff. Um, hoping that that's really the case. Turn that back on. She is like 25, 26, 26 fucking pounds. She can crush she can crush whatever's left in my cerebrum. What the hell? She can sit on my face and destroy my brain cells with that type of crap. Are you kidding me? That's how big she got? Wow, man, they age really fast. Holy hell, dude, that's bad. I'll remember that. But Brain, I gotta ask you something. If I had asked you what do you prefer, right? And say that, you know, I ask you what do you prefer, Asphalt 8 or Asphalt 9? I feel like you're gonna answer Asphalt 8 because of the time and money you put into the game. But my biggest question to you is how do you feel about the season pass? Do you think that the season pass was obviously worth it? You're not gonna beat me this time. You thought you could, but you know. He's not gonna beat me. I'm gonna make sure that we seal this W, because you're not gonna come over here and try to take this shit from me. Are you teaching Rose? Yeah, he is. Is this game any good to play with friends? Andre, if you want me to be completely honest with you, it is cool to play with friends. Uh yeah, for Asphalt 8. Do you think the season pass is good? That's what I was gonna ask. Is Fom still here? Because I don't know if he is. He has to give me his username so that way I would know. No, not for Asphalt 9, Brain. I'm talking about for Asphalt 8, like the season. The season, the season pass for the Neon season pass, basically. Yeah, of course. You know, Andre's responsibility is to make sure that Rose is learning. But that shit takes time, and you know, he's been feeling it in his fingers. I told Andre to replace his fingers, bro. You don't listen to me. I'd be like, yo, like, when you gonna, you want to trade hands? You want to trade hands, Andre? I got you. Give it like 2 months. I'll give your hands back. No, but because a lot of people feel some type of way about the season pass, and you know, I'm trying to see if he's still here because they're asking if he wants to be a part of it. So this guy has no chance. If I get to use this car for all of those particular individuals, they're screwed. So, do you want the hard, cold truth about Asphalt 9, Andre? Do you want me to tell you the truth? So the game can be played as a free-to-play player, but it will take too long, or it won't take too long, but it's very time-consuming to get some of the vehicles within the game. It took me a month and a half to get 30 vehicles. Mind you, I've been playing the game since 2018, ever since release. But if you want me to be completely honest with you, uh, I think that, you know, you would have to put some form of money into it. I wouldn't recommend purchasing the season pass for Asphalt 9 because it is very tough. That's the best word I could use at this point, is that it's very fucking tough. Should I download Asphalt 8 or 9? I think you should download Asphalt 8 because 8 has the neon season and it's a good investment too. Yeah, Fam, they're asking if you want to join. Look, they kicked somebody. The club name is Wolfpack. They just kicked somebody right now. I asked them. You're gonna have to look for Wolfpack because I don't know what country you're in, but look for Wolfpack and then uh join the club because they're waiting for you right now. Because that's how my dog doesn't bite me. He just puts his mouth on my pen and he asked me to scratch him under his neck. That's cute. Where there is want, there is a compromise. Where there is a need, there is a sacrifice. This is my adage I live by every day. No, it's true. I believe in that as well too. Because if a game, because this is how I see it too, man. Because I come from like the golden age of gaming, right? If somebody really wanted the street is placed just after a foundation, if you conquer it, you will be linked to this path. Do you really want to attack this street? Okay. Is that you? Madif Flake? Is that you? Oh, yeah, that's you, right? Request expired. That's you. I think so. My name. Oh, that is you. Okay. Yeah, we accepted you. We accepted you. We doing Clash now, dude. We have to take control of these bases because this Clash clan stuff is pretty crazy. Because let me kind of show you what my vehicles are in Asphalt 9 in comparison to Asphalt 8, right? So I'm just gonna go through all of my vehicles, Andre, and just show you, right? So in a month and a half, I was able to acquire all these vehicles, right? Mind you, I didn't pay for anything. I just saved up the tokens because the two things you have to learn if you ever were to play Asphalt 9 is one, currency management to be able to save tokens and stuff for packs such as this, because the rolls for these particular packs are pretty crazy. Like for the featured cars, the Raging Bulls, where you get like certain keys for certain vehicles, you have to save it for those particular things. And if you had like you get granted certain cards or whatever the case may be. But um basically, long story short, these cards I earned through timeless events, and everything else of that nature. So as you can see, this is my time playing the game, you know. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I appreciate that. I add friend you already. You add me as a friend? What do you mean? Tata. Will I have Volkswagen Lancer BMW Nismo? Um, if you were to play the story and if you were to earn them in card packs, yes, that is. Asphalt 8 is completely different from Asphalt 9 because Asphalt 8, in terms of the handling, the performance, the top end, the racing mechanics are very different. The core structure of Asphalt 8 is very different from Asphalt 9. Asphalt 9 is one of those games to where it literally convinces you that you have to drive with caution. Um, the problem is Asphalt 9 requires various skill in a department where you need to be aware on how you could be able to control your vehicle, because turning and drifting in a certain way could really slow you down compared to Asphalt 8, like very badly. So you have to learn how to nitro management. You have to work on your sensitivity. Uh, it's a lot of skill based thing. I mean, it's an esports game for a reason. So I sent you a friend request on Discord. Let me see. Oh yeah, you did. I see you. I got you. You want to join the Discord? Is that what it is? So proper physics, so to speak. Yeah, it's proper physics. It is complete proper physics. And you have to understand proper physics. I mean, it shouldn't be hard because Andre knows how to play racing games, but he would notice it once you know, once he sees it. But I would rather him play Asphalt 8. For the reason of the season pass is great. He would get a lot of great cars at start, and he would be able to enjoy the game in a different fashion. But both games are linked or two. They're two different games. They're not the same. You're welcome, man. Anytime. You're welcome. So let me show you because I think it's better if I just show you, right? So let's say I attack this guy, right? And I'm just gonna attack him. I don't even care. So I'm gonna attack this guy, right? And basically the reason why I am gonna attack him is because he is trying to take over our clan. Because when you join a club, you have to defend certain bases to a certain extent or whatever the case may be, right? So your job in the club is to be able to defend or attack these particular bases so these guys wouldn't get away with that type of stuff, right? So I'm gonna use my Ford GT. I'm not gonna call it GT40, but let me show you why this is a problem if you drive stupid in this game. But basically, I'm fighting against another team member from a clan, right? And it seems like he got all the body kits. It seems like he put a lot of money into the game, and nitro management is key. You slow down, you get a little bit of speed here. As you can tell, I have to maintain cornering to a certain extent because if not, he can be able to gain certain speed and it could slow me down entirely. So as you see, I'm trying to maintain handling because if I turn a little bit, it's gonna cost me. So the physics comes into play. So now I have the straightaway advantage. He probably doesn't know that this exists because maybe he probably thought that I didn't know about it. I don't know if he's in. No, he's actually very far away. Hitting walls, very bad ordeal. Not like an Asphalt 8 where you can kind of get away with it a little bit. But basically, I have to be able to maintain handling to collect speed. And it's always good to, make sure that you have some nitro management. Because if you don't have any nitro management and you waste it, it could be useful in, you know, later on throughout the race. Oh, well, that's kind of bad. But it doesn't matter because I already won the race. So yeah, this guy obviously got defeated. He didn't even know. I hit him with the wham wham. Yeah. So as you can see, it plays a big part. And that guy has a actually, I think I can beat him. Do I have a B class card that I can actually use to decimate this guy? No, because I can't. So this street is obviously taken. I think one of my the people are gonna probably beat this. I can't work this street. Somebody will probably have to come in and take that over. But the underpass, I can't take the street because I already agreed to do that. That's the only bad thing. But I don't only play Asphalt. Uh, I don't only play Asphalt 9. I play Asphalt 8 as well. You don't look at the videos, Andre? I thought you looked at the videos and stuff. I thought you seen a couple of my videos. I play both games. I just upload the other one more, that is. But so this is the guy from the stream, right? But yeah, it plays a very big part, and that's why I'm telling you that if you want to be able to get on a game and enjoy it for what it is and have good PvP, um, or at least decent PvP, because there's still cheaters in both games, but uh, I would probably have it to where you would play Asphalt, uh, damn, alright. Well, we both have base cars and stuff, so But yeah, basically the reason also why I recommend, sorry, Asphalt 8 is because of that season pass. Just download the game and look at that season pass and just look at the vehicles within that season pass. That's an automatic head start. All you would have to do is pay like $25 and boom, all that shit is in the game, you know? This guy knows how to drive his Viper. Trying to test him a little bit to see. Oh, he's good. He's not that bad. Yo, Nick, I'm gonna go to sleep. All right, man. I definitely will. Definitely will. He's not bad. The guy's not that bad. I chose the La Ferrari because I thought that it was gonna be a good choice, but he said, you know, 25 is pocket money for me. That's bad. Yo, I don't even want to say anything, bro. You're about to make me, you know. You said $25 is pocket money for me. But anyways, you know, try to go for that, man. Try to look at that pass and stuff and look at the cars in it as well too, man. You get a lot of good bonuses, bro. I'm telling you, you get a lot of really good bonuses. So and to be fair, um we kind of can play together, but the only issue that I really have is the fact that, you know, we would have to queue with one another. That's the only bad thing. We would have to queue with one another. So real talk, which one is better, 8 or 9? So that is very opinion based because it really just depends on how you look at it. Like for example, some people would rather play Asphalt 9 because obviously they believe that it takes a lot more skill. Uh Based on physics, based on the mechanics and turning and everything of that nature. Um but others prefer Asphalt 8 better because they feel that it does take a bit of skill. The game has more cars implemented into the game, and it's just easier to control. I mean, you can't really say that Asphalt 8, aside from the micro drifting and, you know, all these other techniques of jumps and shortcuts, other than that, the game seems very simplistic. At least in my eyes, it is. Now is what I would recommend to you. If you feel like you would want to play a game like that. That is. So I do appreciate most of the people subscribing, and I really do appreciate that. We are at what appears to be uh 14. What is it? Yeah, 14, 15. 14, 15. So dope. Very, very dope. Very, very dope. Hey Jay, how are you? Big Daddy Nick. How you doing, man? How's everything? Yeah, so but yeah, man, just try to download it. I mean, if you want, I can show you some of my cars tomorrow. Uh, because tomorrow's Monday, right? So after you get out of work, show you. Hope I hope that you're doing good for yourself, and I hope that you are what is this? Anyways, um, it just led me to my death. Okay. I hope that you're doing good. I hope your stream's doing good. I hope everything is going positive for you. Your recovery process is good. So yeah, great calibers looking kind of nice. Uh, I would play the next race, but I think that it's safe to say that I should probably try to bring this into multiplayer because I already completed most of that stuff. So I am Gold League in multiplayer since the packs are very expensive. Take care, guys. All right, yo, Brain, thank you so much for chilling with us, man, and thank you so much for stopping by, man. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your donation earlier, and uh, I'll save that $10, and hopefully we can go out clubbing or maybe buy a stripper for 10. I don't know, man, but you take care. But thank you so much for your time and the donation and stuff like that. Appreciate it. Time to play multiplayer in gold, and I mean, because I would take out my Stingray, but what car was I using? I was using one particular vehicle. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. All right, so instead of me, well, you know what? Let me give it one try. I'll go into my Corvette, and then we'll see what's going on here. Because I normally play multiplayer and stuff like that. Oh, never mind. It's looking very terrible. Should have thought twice about this. Now I'm about to suffer the consequences. Or maybe not. Maybe I might have speed on my side. Or maybe not, because I already fucked up the curve. Alright. I just needed something to kind of get me in there. You wrecked. See, the DSE can only do so much. That speed is just not where it's at. But why would I wreck like that? That physics is so wacky. Ah, that sucks. Well, that's what happens when you're not a rich guy and apparently you can't do much about that. This is very unfortunate. They just had to put me up against people in the 3000s. They should have allowed me to use my Lamborghini, but they didn't want me to use it for some reason. Oh well. I'm gonna lose so much points because of this shit. Oh well. Figured that. Figured that was gonna happen. Yep, 20. I figured I was gonna lose points because of that. Um, what car was I using that prompted me from matching up against these guys? Was it the DSE? Probably was. Let me see. Because it matches me up against people that are in that particular class for some reason. It's another thing about multiplayer in this game. You got to be quite worry about, you know, certain drivers. Drivers be going a bit animalistic to a certain extent, and they still put me up against these guys. That's crazy. That's kind of nutty. I'm not gonna lie. Really, really nutty. Oh shit. So it actually does work. At least to a certain extent, it does. Maintaining speed with this fucking car is actually really nice. This guy might pass me. Yeah. See, I can afford to hit the wall with this car and still try to... Yeah. Did it. Wasn't that bad. Could have been worse. It could have been worse. Oh well. It's a nightmare in PvP when it comes to this game. It's a complete nightmare. You have to be fighting up against people that actually have better cars than you. Nismo. E-Class. Hmm. Guess I'll play with that particular vehicle. It is getting a little late. Alright. Oh, hell no. What the hell is that? I can see why people use this damn car. It's just way too good handling wise. And the nitrous lasts longer too. Unless you got one of those protein, oh no, maybe the other vehicles, like the Volkswagen and shit. There we go. That shit makes a total difference. That shit makes a total difference. I can see why people use this vehicle now. But it's so cheap. I don't even like using this, man. I try to use like different vehicles and whatnot. I don't like using it. It just makes me feel like a total. It just makes me feel like a total bitch being in this car. But then again, if I really do want to compete in PvP, I need to have a maxed out fucking car. At least one for every class. I don't have to worry too much about A class because I can kind of fight my way through it. But with this stuff, I can't. I can't be asked to do that. You could have had that shit sooner. Like I know that there's another vehicle that can compete with this. I know the Lotus can, but the Lotus is not. Oh, no, that's not true because that the Lotus is actually a really good vehicle. It's just it doesn't feel like it when this car is constantly passing me. Oh, but it does make good time though. It does make good time, and that's literally all that matters. Kind of gives me the same parts though. I don't think it's really worth it to do this. It's not like it's giving me anything different. Oh, it put me in the top 30. Okay. That's crazy though. Because if I really think about it, this makes me believe, or at least comes to mind, that if this is an electric powered vehicle, they should have really put what is that car called? I forgot what the hell it was called, but I know that it would have been a successor to this particular vehicle that I'm driving. And it would have been a lot better. Because the nitro on this car is insane. Imagine if it had the speed to match up with this. It'd be wildly insane to drive this damn car. But I guess it's already good enough as it is. Car's just too good. I can't manage to beat that time either. Fuck, man. Oh well. I can't manage to beat that time. That's alright. That's alright. I think eventually in time I'll probably uh have a better time with that fucking vehicle. How many days do I have for this thing? It says 3 days. I'm not even no rush to complete that. Especially this as well too. Okay. Yeah, I'm in no rush. Because the way I see it is that if I make plat, that means that I can get the cards for it, and then maybe they'll probably put some different packs in, and then it would be perfect. But yeah, it'd be perfect. Because right now it's just not adjusting properly, at least. I mean, because there are a lot of other special cars there, so I mean, it would make a lot of sense to have one and then just like, well, I think two for each category would be great. I do not want to listen to something like that.
Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall.
I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna end here. I'll probably do some streaming tomorrow of Asphalt 8 and whatever. But hey, I hope you guys have a great night, and thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for all the subs, and you know, I appreciate all of you. Hope I get to see you again.